PlayStation 5 is coming out in just few short weeks, and everyone is getting excited. Like I said before, November is going to be a pretty amazing month, and obviously an expensive one too. Come to think about it, it might just be one of the best months of the entire year with the things that has been pretty much happening recently. With the release of the PlayStation 5, Series X and the next gen of PC GPUs, we're stepping onto a whole new era of gaming. So what's ahead of the next generation of gaming, especially the 5th generation of the PlayStation gaming? Let's talk about it. As we all know, PlayStation 5 is probably the biggest upgrade in the history of the PlayStation consoles. PlayStation 5 is said to be, and I quote, 100 times faster than the PlayStation 4. And the specs in fact do show that the PlayStation 5 packs a GPU that is approximately 5 times more powerful than the PlayStation 4. We have heard this before when Sony said that the PlayStation 3 was 100 times more powerful than the PlayStation 2 and how underwhelming it really was in reality. So don't take these statements for granted. However, it really is a massive upgrade as the PlayStation 5 packs a faster CPU, a faster GPU, faster memory, and faster storage along with the next-gen graphics features like the ray tracing. With all these hardware upgrades, how long would the PlayStation 5 last, and what improvements are planned for it in the future? Before talking about the performance going into the future, let's talk about the specs of the PlayStation 5. I hope most of you will understand these numbers, but don't worry if you don't. I will be doing a quick comparison of the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 for the reference in performance and the optimization. PlayStation 5 rocks a Zen 2 8-core AMD CPU that basically runs at the 3.5 GHz. The GPU is from the next generation of the AMD GPU architecture, RDNA 2, and the console users will probably get the first taste of the new AMD graphics. The PlayStation 5 GPU packs 10.28 teraflops of raw power, and for the better perspective, that the PlayStation 4 GPU only packed 1.8 teraflops, and the PlayStation 4 Pro 4.2 teraflops. Faster and more efficient 16 GB of GDDR6 memory and SSD storage will even sweeten up a lot more. Most people have started comparing these specs to the PC platform, and most have negative comments about it, even though these numbers are equivalent to a future proofing. For example, people were comparing the NVIDIA GTX 1050 to the PlayStation 4's GPU, but in reality it didn't matter because GTX 1050 definitely would not have been able to handle later PlayStation titles like a Red Dead Redemption 2, The Last of Us 2, or Ghost of Tsushima as good as the PlayStation 4 did. The point is all PlayStation games are optimized for the platform and they perform very well, so we can last for around 5 to 10 more years of gaming with the PlayStation 5. On top of that, PlayStation 5 users are finally getting to experience an Ultra HD 60 FPS experience, which has been a good to go argument for making a PlayStation inferior to the PC platforms. The next most important thing talking about the future of the PlayStation 5, it is the user experience. I've said this before, PlayStation has been notorious for some of the worst user experiences and support. To be honest, Xbox has been better at their services. However, Sony has been stepping up their game and delivering almost up to the customer's expectations, and that's a very good sign. For example, PlayStation Plus service has gotten really better in recent years, and with the future moving towards a subscription-based system, I'm very positive that they'll get it even better over time. And especially the PlayStation 5 software experience itself has some very good and very useful features that makes the future of the PlayStation 5 look even brighter. We just saw the official of the PlayStation 5 user interface showcase and it looked amazing. Some of the new features that instantly caught my attention were the control center activity card feature and the fluidity of the UI and the responsiveness or speed in the other words. The in-game hint or help feature, the all-new voice parties and chatting feature, and finally the fact that you can pick up from where you last progressed instantly even after putting the PlayStation 5 down to the rest mode. I also saw how fans reacted to some of these features, especially the party chat and voice chat features that some of them went kind of wild and raging over it. People were concerned that the voice chats were recordable, but Sony then went on to confirm that the PlayStation 5 does not record them automatically, but users can choose to do so. Anyways, the UI showcase also mentioned that it was recorded at the earlier stage and that Sony is hoping to change and polish up some of the features along with the feedback from the users. This is also a very good sign looking at the future of the PlayStation 5. And finally, another factor that defines the future of the PlayStation 5 is the games and exclusive titles. One of the main reasons a person decides to get a PlayStation instead of the Xbox or in fact a PC is the availability of the massive lineup of amazing PlayStation exclusive games. The last decade has been a golden decade for the PlayStation, as we get to see some of the amazing exclusives like God of War, Bloodborne, Uncharted, The Last of Us, Spider-Man and many more. With the PlayStation 5 new hardware enabling more possibilities and opportunities, we will definitely get to see even better PlayStation exclusive titles, kicking off with the Spider-Man Miles Morales. Some other PlayStation 5 first-party exclusives to look forward to are such as the God of War 2, Ragnarok, Godfall, Horizon Forbidden West, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, and Demon's Souls. Oh, talking about the Ratchet & Clank, the game showcase really showed us what the PlayStation 5 is capable of with its raw power, and we could be seeing similar approaches by other developers in other more enticing titles in the future. Apart from these first-party exclusives, we also get to see plenty of third-party exclusives as well. PlayStation 5 users will probably miss out on the Bethesda games if current rumors and speculations of the Bethesda games being Xbox exclusives are true. Of course, after Microsoft bought the studio though. I bet you won't even miss Bethesda games if they get Xbox exclusives, as Sony has even better game studios up its sleeves to bring you even better games, especially considering that with the recent flops from Bethesda. Like, I'm not worried in fact that I'm not a fan of Bethesda titles. Doom, Prey, and Dishonored never gripped me. Now, I have played them and I think they're pretty good in their own ways. Fallout is a giant flop with the recent release. Starfield we pretty much know nothing about. Elder Scrolls, well, you might know how I feel about that. Wolfenstein with its recent title, well, that was a joke. Anyway, let's just change the gears and get back into the topic at hand. We can still look forward to in the game categories are the amazing remakes and of course remasters. The announcement of the Demon's Souls remake is the best example as it shows how good your favorite outdated game can look in a current gen. Bloodborne by From Software is also rumored to be remastered for the PlayStation 5, and that's something to be looking forward to as well. The Witcher 3 is also getting a next-gen upgrade, and the upgrade is free for the people who already own it. And some other last-gen hit games will also probably get you free upgrades. The exclusive games is one of the strongest aspects of the PlayStation and will surely get better in the upcoming years. So, how is the future of the PlayStation 5 looking to you? I personally feel that it will get even brighter over the years, and most of the aspects are indeed very positive. There are some negative aspects as well though. For example, you will face the tough time storing all your favorite games, especially if you're opting for a digital version instead of the standard one with the 4K Blu-ray drive. The usable 825GB out of the 1TB storage they provide you won't be enough moving forward, as more future games will occupy around at least 50GB. Spider-Man Miles Morales' standard version occupies around 50 gigabytes, while Ultimate Edition that comes with the Spider-Man Remastered takes up to 105 gigabytes. And Demon's Souls is also said to be needing over 60 gigabytes storage space, even though the original game was less than 8 gigabytes. I can only imagine future games and remakes taking up even more storage. However, you can still upgrade the storage by installing the NVMe SSD, but I can assure you that they aren't going to be cheap. So the best option you are left with is to get cheaper standard portable hard disk drive to store your infrequently played games and transfer them into the main PlayStation 5 storage whenever you want to be playing them. Anyways, problems like these might occur over the course, and you will also naturally forced to get used to them. I mean, who knows? So this is probably how the future of the PlayStation 5 is going to be looking until the PlayStation 5 Pro is released, or until the PlayStation 6 releases. However, the constantly improving premium gaming experience will surely make up for all the negative factors you might come across. And let's just hope that Sony releases a better PlayStation 5 Pro version in the future with extra storage and stuff. Let me know what you think about on this matter. Do you see more different future? Is it more optimistic, perhaps disappointing? Ravenstar, thank you so much for the continued support on my Patreon. Guys, you can also support me on my Patreon as well if you want to see these bigger special videos earlier. And at that, thank you so much for watching, like and subscribe, see you guys all later, and have a wonderful day.